The town here is protected by an organization called UNESCO, which ultimately protects the iconic look and heritage of the town. If you own a house here in town, if you want to do any work to the outside, even if you want to change the color of it, it has to be original to when your house was constructed. So what that does is really means that from 1921 and even before till today, the town looks as close to as original as it possibly could. And you can pick out a lot of the other buildings and church steeples in that photo that look identical to this day.
Ah, there we go. And now it should go right up for us. Yep.
Unless it catches the side.
Yeah, so once you're out in like kind of flat open water, the wind is very consistent. But when you're in by hills or anything, water's basically water. The wind is basically like water. And that when you have hills and houses, it flows around them and creates pockets and eddies. That looks good. Right behind us, a little culvert there. You can see a little stream comes down by the driveway. That is called Roos's Brook or Roos's Creek. And actually is where the settlers, the Swiss, French, and German Protestants under British rule, they came over in 1752 and landed in Halifax from Europe. And they worked on the star-shaped fort that's on the top of the hill in Halifax to pay off their voyage. And then they came down here on June the 7th in 1753 and landed at that freshwater site. It was about a little over 1,500 of them. And they came across the Atlantic already with a plan, like literally a plan, like a town map, but no town yet. So they decided everything from the left of the stream is going to be the town. So they laid out their colonial grid plan across it. And then this was all actually just agricultural. And so you'll notice most of the houses are more modern because it was just fields. And that was planned because you get a 1/4 acre town lot and a, I don't remember how big, but you would get a garden lot. And that's what this community is still called today, is garden lots. And then a 30 or 300 acre woodlot in the surrounding area. And the reason they kept them apart was so that they would, they walled the whole town in, and it would have been a lot of work to basically wall in the agricultural spots as well.
Yeah, great shot of the Bluenose as it sails by us, or motors by us, I should say.
Yeah.
Real boaters don't use motors.
Do they just not have enough wind to sail in the harbor, or?
More so, while they're under sail, it's a lot harder to control.
Okay.
There's no brakes, so nothing's going to stop really fast, and that's what 197 tons.
Oh, I don't know about that. I know it's 165 feet long overall.
So it's a pretty large boat, so to come into the channel, they're fairly deep, and they dredge the channel out like 15, 20 feet deep, so
yeah,
they don't have a lot.
Same reason that I'm giving them the right of way.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of spots other than the channel they can go, and because they're the Bluenose, they often have like little boats zooming around them, especially like if it's a busy time of year, like speed boaters, mostly recreational boaters that just have no F's to give, and so they're kind of that gives them, like Lucas was saying, there's no brakes for sailing, there's no reverse, and so this just gives them full maneuverability and control to the extent that they can have, and so they always drop it out by the lighthouse. There they are again, guys, in lockstep between us and that left-handed speedboat. About there. Yeah.
Oh, there. Oh my gosh.
Wow. That's the coolest. Yeah, it is really cool.
You can still see them.
Yeah. Checking us out.
I feel like they sort of know that you're looking at them.
Oh,
Even if they
oh,
can't see
beautiful.
anything.
Yeah.
So now the Teresa E. Connor, this big black boat here next to the Bluenose, this was one of those hybrids. It was built the year the Bluenose actually stopped racing in 1938. much shorter topmast, no bowsprit. The sail area was like a third of the Bluenose, but the length of the hull is within a few feet of the Bluenose. And they were experimenting with the motors. Didn't trust them 100% yet, so they just sail still. We're gonna roll that jib up, guys. So maybe just come off the front of the boot.